latest news in North Central Washington, go to ncwlife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-2020. Good Friday evening and welcome to the NCW Life Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And today, a little different view of the Little Camas fire burning up near the Cashmere and Blewett Pass area. This looking at that fire from our Tumwater camera, so almost the other direction from the view that we brought you yesterday from our monitor camera. But there you go. It's still bubbling up that smoke and still at about 300 acres. We will have more on that in a second. But as far as weather goes, we are seeing those hot temperatures once again. So the National Weather Service has posted a red flag warning for all the area in red on the map. And we are just on the left edge of that red flag warning. Wenatchee is not included in that. It goes from 2 o'clock this afternoon until 5 a.m. tomorrow. The area in red, mainly the red flag warning because of windy conditions. We're not so much going to see the wind in Wenatchee, but Moses Lake, Omak, and over into Spokane could see 10 to 20 mile an hour winds, low humidity, and very warm temperatures, which will be a problem for any new or existing fires. And we'll talk more about your weather forecast for our upcoming weekend a little bit later on. And now a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. Traffic came to a halt on I-90 yesterday afternoon when a boat caught fire on Moses Lake. A man was killed walking on the train tracks near Cashmere at about 5 p.m. Thursday. And State Representative Mike Steele of Chelan received accolades from the Association of Washington Cities last week. But first, we begin tonight. Multi-agency firefighting crews are trying to control a more than 300-acre wildfire that's burning in the Little Camas area, 6 miles southwest of Cashmere. The blaze, which ignited around noon Thursday, is burning in mostly brush and timber slash on Weyerhaeuser-owned land, and it's only 1% contained. A Type 3 team is managing that fire. Spokesman Eric Waters says the location of the fire makes it difficult for ground crews to access.
4 rotary wing and 2 fixed-wing aircraft attacking the fire. And today we're going to bolster those efforts even more. We're going to add 2 additional rotary wing aircraft, and we're going to increase the number of firefighters that we have on the ground. Yesterday there was approximately 100. Today we're boosting that to almost 200. Of course, our desire is to get after this fire as quickly as we can, try and keep it contained so it doesn't grow significantly. And again, because of the complexity of the incident as it's grown, the Department of Natural Resources brought in a Type 3 incident management team to help manage the fire.
Waters stresses that the fire is burning in an area that poses no immediate threat to homes.
Currently, the fire is located in an area that has not created any evacuations. There are no structures threatened at this time, and we're not putting any road closures in place. However, we would ask the public for their safety and that of firefighters to be extra careful in the Cashmere and Highway 97 corridors. There's going to be, 200 firefighters and all the associated support that goes along with that. There's going to be a lot of activity, and those are busy areas, and we would ask folks to please be extra careful when you're traveling through those areas.
The fire is burning about 2 miles from the Camas Meadows Bible Camp. The youth camp managers have been communicating with parents, assuring them in Facebook posts that they're not threatened and everyone is safe. A fire camp has been set up at the Cashmere Fairgrounds. Waters says ground crews will be working to establish hand lines today, and you can also expect to see more helicopters and fixed-wing aircraft working that fire throughout the day today. Traffic came to a halt on I-90 yesterday afternoon when a boat caught fire on Moses Lake. There were no injuries, but the city's fire chief, Brett Bastian, says it forced the temporary closure of the interstate.
The boat actually was on fire underneath of the bridge. That's actually what prompted the closure of I-90 close to West Broadway. once we got on scene, we actually there was a wave runner that was able to use its jet to push the boat out from underneath the bridge, and then it floated out to where we could actually get a handle on it, pull it into shore, and extinguish it.
Chief Bastian says the occupants of the boat escaped unhurt after another boat rescued them from the water. The cause is unknown. Chief Bastian says the boat was a total loss. A man was killed walking on the train tracks near Cashmere at about 5 p.m. yesterday. According to the Chelan County Sheriff's Office, the man was wearing earphones and apparently could not hear the train signal.
We had a male subject who was walking down the train tracks, kind of away from the train, had some earphones on, and train was coming around the corner and saw the subject walking and tried to signal several times. The individual walking down the tracks was not listening or couldn't hear the train whistle, and the train operator attempted to slow the train down the fastest that they could, and it just wasn't enough, and they ended up striking and killing the subject walking along the tracks.
The incident is still under investigation. The identity of the man is being withheld by officials until family is notified. State Representative Mike Steele of Chelan received accolades from the Association of Washington Cities last week with the 2018 City Champion Awards for advocating for local control.
Really a recognition of the time that was spent negotiating policy between the companies, the wireless companies, and the small cities and large cities for that matter across the state. It was a recognition that we were trying to work in collaborative form to bring everybody together and find a policy that's going to work for both the corporations being represented and the cities that had to deal with regulations around small cell siting.
Steele said advocating for local small cities is work he looks to continue throughout his time in office.
Well, I think a lot of it comes from my background on city council. I recognize the complexities that cities face around issues like this, and there isn't a one-size-fits-all because each city is unique. And that was really the challenge as we were negotiating this policy to help the rest of the legislature understand that cities face a multitude of issues that differ from location to location. And so being able to educate folks and bring that awareness was part of the process.
Coming up next, hundreds of swimmers from around the state are converging on the Wenatchee City Pool for the Velocity Swim Meet. A Mansfield wheat farmer is a candidate for an open seat on the Douglas County Board of Commissioners. The deadline for returning online or mail-in registration forms and updating your address prior to the August 7th primary special election is fast approaching. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCW Life Evening News.
Do you have what it takes to succeed at Charter College and in a new career? You do if you're a Charter type. Charter types are driven. Charter types are team players. Charter types stay positive when things get tough. Charter College isn't for everyone, but if you're ready to work in order to change your life, you're just our type. Charter College. We work to get you to work.
I have a doctor who knows what they're talking about.
It's just so much more hands-on and friendly than anywhere else I've ever been.
It's really great to walk into somewhere where you feel welcomed and you feel accepted.
We've just been grateful for the care and respect that we've been given there.
And here when I come to visit my doctor, I'm not afraid to ask questions.
It's not just about getting you in and out.
I love my care at CVCH. It's awesome. Give it a try.
Hi, I'm Cordell Schroeder, owner of East Wenatchee Mobile Storage.
If you're thinking about making a move anytime soon, check out the East Wenatchee Mini Storage brand new mobile storage service. They drop it off at your location, you pack it, and they pick it up and store it in their protected warehouse at East Wenatchee for as long as you need. When you're ready, they'll drop it off at your new home or office. East Wenatchee Mini Storage is excited to offer this brand new service to our region.
Call 509-884-8643 or find us on the web at ewministorage.com.
Welcome back. In another news, today through Sunday, hundreds of swimmers from around the state will converge on the Wenatchee City Pool for the 2018 Starlight Open. Velocity Swimming head coach John Pringle tells us more about the event.
Hey guys, Megan from the NCW Life Channel. We are here with John Pringle, the head coach of the Velocity Swim team. John, can you tell us about what's going on today?
Well, this is our second summer home swim meet, and we'll have about 400 athletes here this weekend, along with their families. We try to create a festival atmosphere, and we have some hot dogs, hamburgers cooking on the grill. We've got the shaved ice here. We've got swimsuit vendors and goggles, and we just try to make it a home event.
Great. And what's the schedule for this weekend?
We'll start competition at 2 o'clock today, Friday, and then tomorrow we'll start at 9:30 in the morning, and also on Sunday. Competition will go until about 7 o'clock all nights.
All right. And how many years have you guys been doing this?
This swim meet's been going on as long as I've been here. I'm not sure the exact date. Of course, our first home swim meet's been going on for over 50 years, but this one's a little bit newer.
Great. Well, it sounds like lots of fun.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
should have a good time. Thank you.
Thank you. Megan McPherson, NCW Life News.
A Mansfield wheat farmer is a candidate for an open seat on the Douglas County Board of Commissioners. Norman Buck Tupling is a lifelong resident of Mansfield, and he says he's best qualified to represent the residents who live and work in the mostly rural areas of District 3.
Well, one of the things I can just say is that I bring a unique aspect to the commissioners. You know, we have two, well, Steve is retiring, and so we have two others, Kyle and Dan, on there. And I feel like I can really contribute to them and to our county with just having a knowledge of the county. Having been here my entire life, I know the county, I know my district really well. And so I can bring that to the table for them. You know, maybe there might be a certain area that they're kind of maybe lacking in or knowing, and I can bring that and help them to understand some of the needs of our area too.
Tupling is in a two-horse race for the seat being vacated by Commissioner Steve Jenkins. His opponent is fellow Republican Mark Straub. You can watch Tupling's whole interview with NCW Life's Steve Hare on our website. Well, the deadline for returning online or mail-in registration forms and updating your address prior to the August 7th, 2018 primary special election is this Monday, July 9th. If you're not currently registered in Washington, you can register in person at the auditor's office all the way up until July 30th of this year. You're watching the NCW Life Evening News. Coming up next, your sports update with Dan Kuntz in for Eric Granstrom and our feature story tonight. That and much more still to come on the NCW Life Evening News. Stay with us.
Vominos junk haulers, big or small, they haul it all. Vominos junk haulers are experienced at hauling junk from your household items to yard and construction debris. That old hot tub and eyesore, Vominos, will make it Vominos. Recycling is a priority to Vominos junk haulers. They'll haul away your old appliances and electronics. And for the do-it-yourselfers, Vominos Junk Haulers also rents trucks and trailers. Call Vominos Junk Haulers and Moving Service today to schedule your free estimate. Looking for a hands-on, high-demand job? Now is the perfect time to get trained for a career in manufacturing. Washington currently has a shortage of skilled tradespeople, and retirements are making room for more. The machining program at Wenatchee Valley College is designed to give students the foundation to excel in this precision industry. Don't wait, there are only 15 spots left. A 2-year degree and a 1-year certificate are available. Learn more at wvc.edu/machining.
Eastern Washington. It's a great place to call home and a great time to own a home. It's the ideal place to lay down roots for your family and your future. Gisa Credit Union thinks Eastern Washington is a great place to own a home too. That's why we offer all kinds of home loans with personal attention every step of the way. We're your home. For home loans, we're Gisa Credit Union.
It's a free walk-in job search assistance center. It is designed to help job seekers with the tools that they need to find a job. We have partnered with libraries in 5 other cities, providing the same types of services that we offer here, just there.
Just walk in, we have laptops, and we can help you with resume, cover letter.
All of our services are paid for by the revenues earned in our store. Goodwill is just a tool that the community is using to help their neighbors find a job. Goodwill, there's more behind the store.
And now it's a sports update on the NCW Life channel.
Hi everybody, I'm Dan Kuntz. Eric Granstrom is on assignment this week. He'll be back next Tuesday. Let's take you back in time to talk about Mariner baseball. It was late in Wednesday's game against the Angels that Mariner catcher Mike Zunino, he rolled his ankle, and so he was placed on the 10-day DL, and that means David Freitas was recalled from Tacoma to be the backup catcher, and that meant Chris Herman, who started last night after starting the season as an unsigned free agent, got the start for the Mariners behind the plate, and it was a good night for Mr. Chris. Chris Herman made the most of his opportunity. He hit his first home run for the Mariners. Marco Gonzalez, the former Apple Sox, he pitched 6 solid innings, and the Mariners, a 4-1 victory over the Angels last night. Gonzalez gave up 5 hits, struck out 7 in a 102 pitching outing. The lone run he gave up, Cole Calhoun's sacrifice fly in the 4th inning to tie the game at 1. Gonzalez was in trouble early, but he escaped a bases-loaded jam in the first and got Albert Pujols to ground into a double play. In the 5th, Guillermo Heredia's line drive went over Justin Upton's head in left field. That was an RBI double. That gave Seattle the lead at 2-1. In the 7th inning, Herman's solo blast off reliever Miguel Almonte carried deep into the right field bleachers. Not bad. Not bad at all for a guy who didn't even know he was going to be in the starting lineup until 5 hours before the first pitch. D. Gordon tripled into the right field corner with a couple of outs. Gene Segura greeted reliever Cam Bendrozen with a high chopping RBI base hit to third baseman David Fletcher, and that extended Seattle's lead to 4-1. Gordon also saved a run in the 8th with his highlight reel diving catch of Ian Kinsler's line drive behind second base. Edwin Diaz struck out the side in the 9th, his major league leading 34th save. The Mariners have not lost a home series since May 6th. That is impressive. The Mariners now welcome the Rockies into town. Safeco Field will be the site beginning tonight. Felix Hernandez gets the start for the Mariners. The Rockies will go with a fellow Venezuelan, Herman Marquez. First pitch at the safe, 7:10. One quick roster note, the Mariners let go of left-handed pitcher Ariel Miranda, who started 29 games for the Mariners last year. He was given his unconditional release. Mr. Miranda is going to try his luck playing baseball in Japan. And finally, the Wenatchee Apple Sox had the day off yesterday. They're in Walla Walla for a 3-game weekend series to take on the Sweets. Michael Spalacy will toe the rubber for the Sox. The Sweets will go with Sean Sullivan. And that's a look at sports. Everybody have a great weekend. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Dan. Time now for NCW Life's Megan McPherson to fill us in on some of the events going on this weekend.
Here's a look at what's on tap this weekend around the Wenatchee Valley. Waterville Days is Friday, July 6th to Saturday, July 7th in Pioneer Park. This free event includes a spaghetti feed, live entertainment, kids decorating station for the parade, antique and classic car show, treasure hunt, bouncy house, games, arts and crafts booths, concessions and food in the park, horseshoe tournament, and the parade. The opening weekend for Leavenworth Summer Theater's Sound of Music is this Friday and Saturday at the Leavenworth Ski Hill Amphitheater. The story of the Von Trapp family has found a place in the hearts of everyone who sees it. Come for a truly enchanting evening under the stars as Maria sings the title song in the pine-covered hillside. Nutcracker Day in Leavenworth is Saturday from 11 to 4. This is a fun event that is dedicated to the wonderful world of nutcrackers. You can learn about the history of nutcrackers and see over 6,000 nutcrackers dating back to Roman times. There will be an opportunity to crack hazelnuts with a variety of nutcrackers from the past. The main event is the Kids Nutcracker Making Contest. School-age children are encouraged to enter and use their creativity and maybe even win a cash prize. There will be 3 age categories. Icicle Creek Chamber Music Festival is happening Friday and Saturday at the Canyon Run Recital Hall in Leavenworth. Both shows start at 7 p.m. Get your tickets at icicle.org. And finally, fireworks will light the Chelan sky for the 11th consecutive year on Saturday, July 7th. The fireworks will be launched in the lower basin of Lake Chelan at 10 p.m. Visitors in downtown Chelan will have front row seats along with folks in the parks, resorts, wineries, and waterfront homes. For more information on this weekend's events, visit ncwlife.com.
And we'll be back with a recap of some of our top stories and your complete local weather forecast right after this.
Hi, Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling.
When you think of Alpine Air in Wenatchee, think of professional, friendly customer service for all your heating and cooling needs. Alpine Air partners with Carrier, manufacturers of some of the best heating and air conditioning equipment available today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Visit our store in Wenatchee, meet our people, see our shop. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
Oh, hey Nate, what you doing there?
I'm just reading a book.
A book? I didn't even know they made those anymore. Where'd you get it?
Right down the street at Yield Bookshop.
Yield Bookshop, I'm gonna go check it out.
If you're looking for a good book to read or you're in the market for some beautiful handcrafted creations from local artisans, look no further than Yield Bookshop right in the heart of downtown Wenatchee.
Tacos Chava has something new. Customers at Tacos Chava say it's the best Mexican food around. Nachos, enchiladas, tortas, ensaladas, and introducing camarones in many styles. You'll love the fresh salsa bar with so much selection. Are you ready for Tacos Chava? Find them at 2 great locations, the Wenatchee Valley Mall and ENIAC. Tacos Chava, tan delicioso.
Lakeshland Mailboxes is a small place with a lot to offer. Job one is shipping and receiving from A to Z. They pack it, they label it, they ship it. But did you know we also offer notary service, online computer access, legal forms, copies, greeting cards, and of course, mailboxes. Schland Mailboxes, everything you need in one small package.
Welcome back to the NCW Life Evening News. Multi-agency firefighting crews are trying to control a more than 300-acre wildfire currently burning in the Little Camas area, 6 miles southwest of Cashmere. The blaze, which ignited around noon yesterday, is burning in mostly brush and timber slash on Weyerhaeuser-owned land. It's only 1% contained. The Type 3 team is managing that fire. Spokesman Eric Waters says the location of the fire makes it difficult for ground crews to access.
4 rotary wing and 2 fixed-wing aircraft attacking the fire. And today we're going to bolster those efforts even more. We're going to add 2 additional rotary wing aircraft, and we're going to increase the number of firefighters that we have on the ground. Yesterday there was approximately 100. Today we're boosting that to almost 200. Of course, our desire is to get after this fire as quickly as we can, try and keep it contained so it doesn't grow significantly. And again, because of the complexity of the incident as it's grown, the Department of Natural Resources brought in a Type 3 incident management team to help manage the fire.
Waters stresses that the fire is burning in an area that poses no immediate threat to homes.
Currently, the fire is located in an area that has not created any evacuations. There are no structures threatened at this time, and we're not putting any road closures in place. However, we would ask the public for their safety and that of firefighters to be extra careful in the Cashmere and Highway 97 corridors. There's going to be, 200 firefighters and all the associated support that goes along with that. There's going to be a lot of activity, and those are busy areas, and we would ask folks to please be extra careful when you're traveling through those areas.
The fire is burning about 2 miles from the Camas Meadows Bible Camp. The youth camp managers have been communicating with parents, assuring them in Facebook posts that they're not threatened and everyone there is safe. A fire camp has been set up at the Cashmere Fairgrounds. Waters says ground crews will be working to establish hand lines today, and you can also expect to see more helicopters and fixed-wing aircraft working on that fire throughout the day. A man was killed walking on the train tracks near Cashmere at about 5 p.m. yesterday. According to the Chelan County Sheriff's Office, the man was wearing earphones and apparently couldn't hear the train signal.
We had a male subject who was walking down the train tracks, kind of away from the train, had some earphones on, and train was coming around the corner, and saw the subject walking and tried to signal several times. The individual walking down the tracks was not listening or couldn't hear the train whistle, and the train operator attempted to slow the train down the fastest that they could, and it just wasn't enough, and they ended up striking and killing the subject walking along the tracks.
The incident is still under investigation. The identity of the man is being withheld by officials until family is notified. Time now for a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. And before we get to those details, let's take another look outside our weather window. And there it is, the Little Camas fire. As we just mentioned, over 300 acres. This is a view from our Tumwater Sky-Fi Tower camera. The video we showed you earlier was from Monitor. This is the other direction. Smoke still billowing out of that fire as crews try to contain that today. Light winds, that's good news for that firefighting effort. And also, humidity's not too low here in the Wenatchee area, with temperatures cooler than yesterday into the upper 80s. Let's take a look at what we can expect now over the next 4 days. Today at 4 o'clock, just a few clouds out there. There is an area of low pressure swirling off Vancouver Island, the top left part of your screen, but that really won't affect us all that much. What will happen is a cold front will slide through. That'll happen late this afternoon into tonight. By tomorrow afternoon, not much cloudiness here in Wenatchee, but what you will notice tomorrow, much cooler temperatures. In fact, we'll cool down about 5 to 10 degrees for Saturday. Then by Sunday, just a few high clouds out there as high pressure begins to build in. And we will see temperatures warming into the mid and upper 80s on Sunday. And as we move to the first part of your work week on Monday, things will be warm. In fact, that cold front will pretty much be stopped right there at the Cascades. We'll see a little bit of cloud cover in Wenatchee, but temperatures will be on the rise beginning on Sunday and on Monday. And let's go to that quick lube and tune forecast, and we'll show you some very hot temperatures, as we move into the end of next week. But in the meantime, 87 today with some wind at times. Most of our wind will be tonight in the Wenatchee Valley. For Saturday, sunny, a little bit cooler, and 82. It looks very nice. Sunday, nice too. Sunny skies, warmer temperatures, and 88. 90, your high temperature on Monday. It says sunny for Tuesday. We may see more clouds on Tuesday, which could keep our temperatures down to about 87. And then look at Wednesday and Thursday. Sunny and hot, 93 Wednesday, and 97, your high temperature on Thursday. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. Remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel Monday morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz and News with Steve Hare. Thanks for joining us tonight. Have a great weekend.
This is TV Set Free. TV everywhere from Localtel sets you free to watch what you want, where you want. Catch your favorite networks, including live TV, ready to watch on any web-connected device for no extra charge. That's TV Set Free. Enjoy the extra value Localtel delivers with TV everywhere. Visit localtel.net and sign up today.
Walk and Roll Wenatchee's Asian Express is fast, fresh food. Wenatchee Roll's new Poke Hawaiian Fresh Salad Bar is the best. Fresh greens, fresh seafood, and handmade sauces. You know what you want. At Walk and Roll, create your own style meal. Hot off the line chicken, beef, and veggie plates. Lunch or dinner to match your appetite. Fresh sushi, hot entrees, Poke Fresh Salad Bar. It's new. It's Walk and Roll Wenatchee, fast, fresh food your way. Located on 5th and Mission.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
I'm Jenny Kerstetter, and you are watching the NCW Life channel.